Dorothy is a modern young adult YA series that is inspired by L. Frank Baum's The Wizard of Oz. Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton, who are considered to be the power couple of the music industry, are making their debut in the world of television production with a daring new project. This contemporary adaptation, which is scheduled to be made available on Amazon Prime Video, aims to rethink the traditional story from a new point of view by incorporating lively musical elements, emotional depth, and a coming-of-age narrative that is relatable to a wide audience. With Gina Matthews serving as the show's creator and Stefani and Shelton serving as executive producers, Dorothy is well positioned to introduce a new generation to the yellow brick road. The show will use the road as a metaphor for the obstacles and choices that young adults are confronted with in today's society. What makes this project so intriguing, why it is important, and what fans may anticipate from this ambitious adaptation are all topics that will be covered in this exclusive article. Ever since it was first released in 1939, The Wizard of Oz has been a picture that has captivated fans. It has inspired a multitude of sequels, spin-offs, and reinterpretations, ranging from The Wiz to Wicked. On the other hand, Dorothy stands out because she places the story in modern-day Manhattan, which is a significant change from the fanciful Kingdom of Oz. Gina Matthews, under the banner of Little Engine, reimagines Dorothy's voyage as a metaphor for negotiating the complications of young adulthood, including identity, ambition, friendship, and resilience. The series is developed by Gina Matthews. Because it has been a symbol of self-discovery for a very long time, the yellow brick road becomes a narrative thread that allows one to investigate the decisions that define a generation. Matthews, who is well known for producing films such as 13 Going on 30 and Isn't It Romantic, lends a seasoned perspective to the project. Ever since I was a young child, I have been completely enamored with the books of The Wizard of Oz, she said in a statement. Dorothy is a symbol of strength who demonstrates that with a little bit of kindness and a lot of grit, we can not only accomplish great things, but also lift up those around us. The story serves as a reminder of the values that we need to have in order to get through difficult times. The fact that she is so enthusiastic about the original material hints at a well-considered adaptation that honors Baum's tales, while also bringing them up to date for a contemporary audience. A logical fit considering Stefani and Shelton's credentials as Grammy-winning and nominated performers, respectively. The music-infused approach that Dorothy takes is one of the most intriguing aspects of the film. Gwen Stefani, the pop-punk diva who is responsible for No Doubt and someone who has won 3 Grammys, contributes her varied flair and her talent for delivering stories that are emotionally engaging to the project. She expressed her admiration for the project by saying, "It is a creative and modern take on a classic, and being a part of something that blends music, emotion, and the character of Dorothy is inspiring to me." Blake Shelton, a leading figure in the country music industry who has been nominated for 9 Grammys, contributes his own unique flavor to the song by stating, "I knew right away that it was something that Gwen would connect with." Because of her unique originality and point of view, she is an excellent choice for this development. Due to the fact that the series places a strong emphasis on music, it is possible that the soundtrack will combine a wide variety of musical styles, including soulful ballads, pop anthems, and possibly even country elements, given that Shelton is involved. Just picture Dorothy singing a pop-rock song as she makes her way through the urban jungle of Manhattan, or imagine a poignant duet between her and a contemporary Scarecrow or Tin Man. The fact that Stefani has worked as an executive producer on the animated series Huku Harajuku, and that Shelton has worked on Hallmark's Time to Come Home for Christmas and USA's Barmageddon, demonstrates that they are not unfamiliar with the process of producing television shows. This ensures that the music will be incorporated into the story in a way that can be easily understood. It is possible that the end product will be a television show that has the sense of a Broadway musical that has been adapted for the small screen, with songs that heighten the emotional stakes. The production team for Dorothy is rather strong, and it includes Stefani and Shelton and others. Matthews is joined by Lee Metzger, Grant Sharboe, and Patrick Moran, 2 executive producers who do not contribute to the scripting of the show. Matthews is the creator of the WB programs Popular and The Mountain. An experienced producer named Moran showed his excitement about the partnership by saying, "I'm really excited to work with this creative team. In the process of reimagining this valued intellectual property, I couldn't wish for a more thrilling relationship because I am such a huge fan of everyone involved." With all of this collaborative knowledge, it appears that the production is polished and strikes a balance between commercial appeal and creative ambition. Due to the fact that Stefani and Shelton have limited acting backgrounds, it is not surprising that they do not have any definite roles as actors. However, there has been no announcement on the premiere date or the casting details. While Shelton's acting consists primarily of voice work, such as in the Angry Birds movie, 2016, or a brief run on Malibu Country, Stefani's only on-screen credit is for a small cameo in The Aviator, 2004. Because of their emphasis as producers, they are able to develop the vision of the series without having to take on duties that might not be a good fit for their respected skills. Fan speculation, on the other hand, has already begun to speculate on whether or not they might make cameo appearances, possibly as a tribute to their musical backgrounds. There is a perceptible significance to Dorothy's timing, because the second installment of John M. Chu's Wicked adaptation, titled For Good, is scheduled to be released in theaters on November 21, 2025. There is a significant amount of interest in The Wizard of Oz. Dorothy focuses on the titular character, providing a new point of view for a younger generation. This is in contrast to Wicked, which investigates the history of the witches in Oz. By focusing on young people, it also caters to the growing desire for narratives that are relatable to adolescents and young adults who are navigating a complicated world. The series puts the fanciful parts of Oz in an accessible metropolitan context by putting the story in modern Manhattan. This gives the impression that Dorothy's adventure is both immediate and relevant from a contemporary perspective. The themes of resiliency, kindness, and community that are explored throughout the series are extremely moving. The importance of Dorothy was emphasized by Matthews, who stated that she shows us that with a little kindness and a lot of grit, we can lift up those around us. This message has the potential to have a profound impact, particularly on younger viewers, in an era that is characterized by social difficulties. The incorporation of music as a fundamental component not only helps to amplify the emotional impact, but it also makes it possible for the series to investigate universal topics through melody. Dorothy is anticipated to reinterpret legendary characters like as the Scarecrow, Tin Man, and Cowardly Lion in contemporary roles, maybe as students, mentors, or friends in Dorothy's Manhattan world. Details about the plot and casting are still being kept under wraps, but it is likely that Dorothy will perform new versions of these characters. It is possible that the yellow brick road could be interpreted as a metaphorical journey through the streets of the city, with each obstacle representing a contemporary hardship. As a result of the influence of Stefani and Shelton, you can anticipate a lively soundtrack that combines several musical styles, much like their own musical careers. In addition, given the